Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm a little bit late. Windows forced an update on me, and so they made me do an update. So I got started about 15 minutes late, but it's still fine. Not a bad market this morning. We'll go over some stocks in just a minute. Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. All right. Oh, man. It's been a hectic morning. I've been trying to rush. Windows forced an update on me. And so, yeah, they made me sit here, basically wait for this update to finish. But I got my computer up. I'm about 10 minutes late. Let's check out. I haven't even started up Thinkorswim, so give me a minute, guys, and we'll take a look at what's moving right now. I'm going to drink some coffee, and, yeah, it should be a fun day. I talked to my wife. She said she's going to be back here tomorrow. So, hey, I hope we get some volatility today. Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Adam? Oh, man. All right, guys, I got to wake up a little bit. It's been like I said, it's been an aggravating morning. I'm going to take my hat off. It's been an aggravating morning, guys. Huh. But hey, at least we got the stream up, right? All right, let me start Thinkorswim. Let me know what your main watch is. Like I said, I haven't even taken a look at stocks yet this morning. I haven't even looked at them yet. What's the market looking like today? I haven't even peeped at stocks this morning, guys. Not even a peep at them. We'll see what we get. Penny stocks are moving. Honestly, Scott, I actually sung my wake up song to my kids. So I've been up since 6 a.m. I wake up at around 6. And that's why, like, I started the update earlier this morning, assuming it would be done within, like, 40 minutes, but it wasn't. But my daughter had band practice early this morning at, like, 6:30 or 6:45, and so they had to leave. They had to leave much earlier, and so I had to do the wake-up song to them. I actually got it on video. Maybe I'll show you guys that video one day. It's funny. They hate it. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I remember you. What's up, man? RKDA is back. Nice. Yeah, that's one that Mitch actually made a really solid video about some scalping penny stock strategies, and RKDA and SOLY were included on that list. So, man. But yeah, it's been a rush day. I've been up since 6:30. But if you want me to be honest, I've been kind of playing video games, waiting for my computer to upload. I woke up, I got my kids ready, and I played video games. Once they left for like 30 minutes. And haven't even looked at the market yet. Get my Thinkorswim up. There we go. All right, now I can actually look at some stocks. Let's see it. FFHL is moving some. FFHL, big day on Friday. We got TRNX. It looks like an acquisition. No, this is a split, actually, right? This is some type of, maybe a 5 to 1 reverse split. We'll have to look up the news on that one. RKDA, like Scott said. Yeah, it looks solid. And it's tradable, which is great. PBI looks good. PBI, MDCO. So, yeah, we got some penny stock movers today. MDCO looks all right. DPW, that one is a crypto stock. It's not up too much. LIQT looks okay. VKTX, that one's a former runner. Not really that much movement. FSLY. I'll watch FSLY. So, yeah, so basically what I'm seeing is RKDA for sure. FFHL, CGC, AMD. I'm assuming the market's up just because of what AMD is doing here. But yeah, mostly definitely penny stocks are the more volatile stocks this morning. The SPY itself is up. So let me build this list up here. Gonna watch AMD and MU like I always do, but TRNX, that was like the split one, but I'll still keep that one on my list, I guess. MDCO, I'll watch that one. Lyft and Uber, CGC, Cron, SQ, Roku. What do we got? FSLY. Yeah, watch that one. Alright, so yeah, so basically FFHL, RKDA, AMD, MU, MDCO, TRNX, LYFT, Uber, so the rideshare, CGC, FSLY, Roku, SQ. This is what's on my list. Let me know if you guys see any other penny movers. I'll go ahead and post this list real quick though. RKDA, definitely my main watch. I guess I'll watch TRNX. What about MT? Yeah, I watch MT too, I guess. AMD, MU, Roku, SQ, Uber, Lyft. What else we got? TGT, Target. Target, what's that one doing? Target's up some, not a ton. MDLZ. Yeah, I mean, like I said, let me know if you guys see anything else. This is what I'm watching right now. BPTH. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Momo. Needs some more volume, though. Yeah, but my computer was worrying me so much. I didn't know whether I wanted to actually... I was getting my laptop ready, and I really didn't want to trade on my laptop just because, you know, when you have all these monitors like I do, I don't really want to go back down to my laptop, man. That's going to be a huge downgrade from what I'm using. And so I was getting kind of sad. I thought I was going to have to use my my laptop to trade on and stream one today. It could stream. It's a good enough computer to stream, and I have scanners on there, and it would have been fine, but I would much prefer... BILI is another one as well. I'd much prefer my actual computer here, my desktop. Sono as well. So BILI, Sono. Here. CLDR is a former runner. BA. So yeah, we got some good ones. OILU. So should be fun. We'll have to look up the market news in just a minute. But yeah, it should be a fun day. But yeah, today, guys, I got to use a minimum of 450 shares. I can't use smaller share size than that. I have to use a minimum of 450. So yeah, so should be a fun day. I'm excited for it. GameStop is gapping up. GameStop just laid off a ton of people. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Game Informer, the magazine. They laid off half of everybody that worked at Game Informer, apparently. Should we be worried about an offering for RKDA? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. It depends. Depends on what you're doing with it. I mean, it's possible. A lot of times companies will pump it up, but I mean, this one's been moving so much that I don't know. We'll see. Uh, Companies will do that. They'll wait till it gets pumped up and then they'll do the offering because it's the most favorable for them. But this one has been extremely volatile the last few months, and especially the last few weeks since since earlier this month on the 8th is really when the volatility kind of went into overdrive. And surprisingly enough, RKDA, for the most part, it's held its gains. Now, it's not, it's not a, I wouldn't say it's an extremely healthy stock. I just think that it's volatile, and they're probably pumping this thing up a certain amount. If you look at the daily chart here right above me, it held its gains for the most part. I probably should put it here. It held its gains for the most part. So, surprising. But I still think if you look at this thing in a month or two, it's going to be right back down to these $3, $4 level most of the time. I mean, it could obviously run, but most of the time these penny stocks just don't hold their gains. And so we'll see. BYND, I'm seeing. BYND is starting to push some. MT, like I said, MT looks okay. ATHX. So yeah, we got some options. We'll look up the news in about 5 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, sorry, Adam. Yeah, here, let me, actually, so I have to edit something with the website if you want to buy the mug. So hold on, let me see if I can fix that real quick. Because, like, the error I had on it before, the error I had before was, it would give people a subscription when they bought it, and so I need it to just be a flat out buy. Let me see. So for that, let me see if I can fix that right now. Customers. Business setup. Yo, we got Mitch here. What's up, bro? All right, guys. So yeah, sorry. I'll try to get the mug thing situated today, Adam. If you're in our Discord, I'll update you in Discord once I get it figured out. Yeah, I just gotta change. Like I said, I just gotta change. PayPal is always so confusing with how you set this stuff up. Business setup. All tools, maybe. Let me see. Ah, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. For the time being, you're only going to be able to buy mugs through PayPal, though. Let me add this. Mitch, you upside down, bro. I can't hear you, but you upside down, brother. Alright, well, let's see. Alright, guys, here, I'm gonna have to fool with this a little bit later. Let me see what this says. There we go. Alright, so I did edit that. Alright, let me see. So now I just gotta figure out. Is that your Thinkorswim, Mitch? Let me see. I mean, I don't know. This should work. Buy now, currency, shipping. Yeah, this should work. Alright. Create button. Select code. I'm almost there, guys. What's up, bro? Here, let me, hold on. There you go. Alright. We got Mitch here, guys.
What's up, everybody? Where my lines at?
Right here trying to get this, sorry, I've been working on WordPress all morning. But yeah, man, that Windows Live update, man, it forced me. It forced me into it, bro. It forced me into it, man.
Oh, man. It's
Yeah.
worse than going to IKEA.
Yeah, man. Honestly, this is Windows, man. And Windows is like, hey, do you want to update tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I'll update tonight. That way it'll be away from the stream. I'll be sleeping. It's going to update for me. And so I'm like, yes, update tonight at midnight. You know, which my computer's set up to my time, Central Standard Time. And so then I wake up this morning, and as soon as I open up my computer, it forces the update on me. It says, oh, you're updating. And then it's like, well, okay, I'll let it run because, you know, the stream doesn't, I woke up at 6 a.m., so the stream doesn't start for an hour and 15 minutes. It should finish by then. Nope. You know, like, man. It's like, why even ask me what time I want to update if you're going to, you know what I mean? If it's going to force it anyway, you know?
All right, catching up with the chat here.
What's up,
How's
guys?
everybody doing? Good morning. How's everybody?
Yeah, hold it down. I'm trying to mess with the WordPress, so if you wanna talk to him, that'll be helpful. Let me see. All right, we got Mitch here, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right here. I'm just not gonna say anything for a minute because I gotta get this thing
No
set up.
stress. I'm going to start running through some stocks. Haven't done too much research today, but let's start getting to it. There's one that I'm watching. Let me see if it's tradable first. It's not tradable for me, but it's called Brew. It's a craft beer company. Another one, FL. I'm trying to find stocks that got hit the most and have bounced back. So one of the biggest things is we did get a good dip in the SPY on Friday.
Oh, I'll be right back.
No worries. We got a big dip on the SPY on Fridays. Definitely want to find stocks that have kind of made a big move are near the support, can crack another support, or have a huge amount to get back up to the top. That could also make it a long. Good morning, Rich. What's going on? What's going on, Tyrell? What's up, David, Adam, Scott in the house, AZ, Jacob, Austin, and you need to accept the situation. Oh, I always love that name. All right, let's look at some of the top stocks here. All right, let's look at the gappers list. I always like starting off with the gappers list. Look, RKDA. She wants to bounce again. What's up, RKDA? How we doing? You guys saw me actually put out a video just yesterday, guys, on penny stocks. Kind of the top scalping strategies for penny stocks. Definitely went over one of the moves that I'll be watching in RKDA today, which is a red to green move. Is a red to green move possibility. This stock has been holding the support of 750s often, so I'm going to be watching that to kind of break down. That's what we can attack on the downside, and going to look to see if this kind of pennant can hold from 750 and then break out through the 850s and get back to the nines. Definitely going to be a stock to watch today on a lot of everybody's list, because it's going to be the top gapper. You see it up 20%, so definitely going to be watching that one. RKDA. All right, what we got here? ATHX. ATHX. This one doesn't have that much. I mean, can it get above 150 and really start getting some lift? Yeah, if it gets above 150. But other than that, it doesn't seem too volatile for me. It doesn't have big a range. Not really my type of stock on that ATHX. We got next one, TORV, coming at me. Let's go. Let's see. Let's check this one out. All right, this one looks good here, guys. One of the biggest things is that I'm seeing a kind of push out towards 3. Let's see the weekly. One of these is going to be to look at the weekly, and you see kind of that what we call an inverse hammer on the weekly of the 12th of August. So you don't want to see it get below that. You want to see it hold that close price and let it come back up to 3. Try to break out. I see a resistance somewhere in the 4s on its way to 5. I could definitely see that happening here, guys. TROV. You can keep this one on watch. It has a kind of downward risk to 150, upside towards $5. Uh-oh. Got the hat on, boy. Look at this guy, John, with the hat. Right, let's see what else we got on there. The Soli. All right, guys, Soli. Yeah, I just talked about her. And I also talked about how we saw a red to green move on that. And we did a nice video on it. And wouldn't you know it, the other stock that we did a video, the other penny stock that's tradable, Soli. I think you're muted.
Oh, my bad, guys. I've been talking to myself.
Hold on. Do we got a Dolphin fan? Uh,
I got my LSU hat on. Go Tigers.
my single Dolphin fan.
Dolphins are doo doo.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, undefeated, undefeated.
The,
Respect, respect.
the Saints about to dominate. That's all I'm saying.
We got to go back to the 70s, but respect. Oh,
All right. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to. I think I figured it out. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to integrate this here. Sorry, I'm doing some web design right now. There it is. All right, I got it. Get out of here, man. Let me delete this. Get out of here. Let me remove this. Boom. Oh, wrong link. All right, this should work now. I think I got it. Yep. And then I'm just going to delete all this. Delete. You got to have a PayPal account.
all right, guys. One of the top stocks here, FFHL. Definitely keep that one on watch for you penny stock traders. That one did go parabolic on
Yep.
Friday. One of the key things I would say about FFHL, every single time it's spiked up, it's created a wick and come right back down to support. So I'll be watching for this one to crack down underneath 464 and make its way back to $4. If it holds those 450s, it could make another run up there, maybe to $6 or to 7 and above. So we'll keep that one on watch for sure.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add it to the site, but if you want to buy merchandise, there it is. I gotta figure out how to add this to the menu, but this should work. Let me test this out real quick. Order now. Yeah, there we go. That should work. Let me buy now. Securely logging me in. $20. All right, yeah, that works. All right. You go to beginnertrading.net/merchandise, guys, if you want to buy the mug for whoever was asking. Yeah, I'll post the link. And then I'm going to move on and talk about stocks. There's the link. You want to buy our mug? You want to help support our channel? There's the link right there.
All right.
All right, now let's look up some news, shall we? All right, so RKDA. First thing let's look at today, guys. First thing, let's look at RKDA here. We got, first thing, let's talk about the overall market news. All right, and so right now in the overall market, let me pull this up here. We can look at the SPY here and see that the SPY is up, had a pretty volatile extended hour session, but right now the SPY is up and it says that the U.S. futures are up on hopes of fresh trade talks. And so U.S. stock futures, and this is from MT Newswires, it says, quote, U.S. stock futures turned higher Monday after U.S. President Donald Trump said China wanted to restart trade negotiations. Dow increased 93%, or Dow futures increased 0.93%, S&P futures gained 0.74%, and NASDAQ futures gained 0.97%. It says, quote, speaking to reporters at the G7 meeting in France Monday, Trump said he received phone calls from Chinese officials over the weekend and said the two countries would start talking very seriously. And so that should bring, hopefully, some stability. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but that hopefully should bring some stability to all this trade war that's going on with China right now. Hopefully they can get something done. I just want them to get something done. The market's super volatile because of it, but, you know, should be a fun morning. So first thing we look up is RKDA here, RKDA, and this one is up. Let me see if I can find the catalyst. So they reported global collaboration with Arista Cereal Technologies and Bay State Milling Company for commercialization of high fiber wheat. They also announced retirement of Raj Ketkar, which is the president and CEO, and it's going to be effective the 1st of next month on September 1st. So interesting news here, positive. And we get some volume. We get a nice gap up here from 647 to 784. The other one I was looking at was FFHL here, FFHL, and although this one's gapping down, it's still moving some, and it's up a ton from where it was the previous day. If you look at the 5-minute chart, this one just really started to push. It's up to $6, and this one should be interesting as well. So I think that one's just up on the old catalyst from Friday, though. So we also have MDCO, which went all the way up to $48 even from $35, and then all the way back down to $37.50, and then back up to $40.30. And so extremely volatile stock, MDCO here. And this one is up after the company disclosed that its phase 3 trial of inclisiran met all primary and secondary efficiency endpoints. And so there had to be something that they didn't like within this reveal, though, because this is just very, very rangy, very volatile, huge percentage moves up and down for this one, for MDCO. And so we'll see what happens with that one. We also have, what else do we have? TRNX. Let's see what else. TRNX. Like I said, I think this one's a split. I'm going to say a 5-to-1 split. No, this one is up after winning a contract with a Miami condominium. Is all I see with this one. There's got to be something else going with it. It's got to be a split of some sort. I'll look up that one in a second. We'll remember this one, TRNX. I'm pretty sure that's a split. It looks like a split. Could be wrong though, I guess. SRI. Like I said, let me know while I'm looking these up. Let me know in the chat if you want me to go over anything specific. PIR. KEM. PBI was moving some. Look at PBI. So PBI actually looks pretty solid. It's gapping up from 361 to 410. So a pretty solid percentage move here. And it is up after the company agreed to sell its software solutions business to SynCort for $700 million in cash. We also have, let's see what else. Like I said, let me know if you got anything else you want me to take a look at. CHMA looks interesting. But yeah, FBIO popping up here. We got PBI, ATHX, DPW, crypto stock. DPW gapping up a little bit. FSLY was the other one I wanted to look at. FSLY. Let's see. So somebody rated FSLY as overrate. I'm trying to see. I don't see actually a catalyst here. So, okay, so FSLY is slated to present at the investors conference next month. And so apparently that's what's gapping this one up some. Like I said, let me know if you got anything else you guys want me to take a look at here. A lot of upward movement with the overall market today. All right. All right, 5-to-1. Hey, look. I was right on the money with that one. I mean, the way you can really tell with TRNX is just look at the difference in price. You know, it started off at 35 cents. 35 cents times 5 is going to be pretty close to where it's at now. What's up, Adrian? CEO is a crook. I believe you. Do you think FFHL will make a move if volume comes in? It's possible for sure. What's the float? I don't see the float here. It's possible. We'll see what actually happens, though. You know. What's up, bro? NBR. Yeah, I could look up NBR. NBR, higher float, low range. That isn't really moving that much. I mean, I can look it up, but I don't really like it that much.
All right. How's it looking in the penny stock land?
Not too bad.
Not
Definitely.
too bad. 3 top movers: FFHL, RKDA, Soli. Not too bad.
Right. Yeah, we got
2 out of 3 tradable for us.
Right. Yeah, it's not bad for sure. TRNX is only up like 10% with bag holders and heavy short interest. Yeah, man. It should be interesting. I don't typically like to trade splits because they're usually a little, small range, dull. I'm gonna be looking at FSLY. Like I said, RKDA solely. All of these are tradable. AMD and MU probably up with the overall market. BYND looks okay. So BYND is actually spiking up here, up to 154.50. Lyft and Ubers are the ride shares as well. MDCO, I don't know if that one's actually tradable for me or not. Let me see.
It's going to be interesting today. See how the market reacts. See if it can hold itself from just kind of comments. Nothing constructual yet.
Yep.
Just comments of supposed calm talks with China.
Right.
Because at this point, uh, majority of investors are getting to the point where they're just not believing anything the media is saying anymore.
Right.
Because everything is just kind of fluff in one direction.
Right.
And it's becoming to the point where even the market itself is having overreactions because of this fluff.
Right.
The market going up on Friday just showed, hey, Trump holding the market again. And then finally, when the Fed meeting came out and some real constructive news came out, you saw what happened to the SPY.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, SPY got hit, right?
The SPY got straight annihilated.
Yeah, man, look at this.
And we're not talking about little moves. We're talking big moves down. And now we've had kind of a flush out in the futures and a bounce back. Why? Because another tweet, another time Trump trying to hold the market up. He's just literally trying to hold it. He's just like, please, just don't fall on me. I'm trying to be president next year. So we don't know what's really going to happen, if he's going to just completely give up on his kind of pressuring on China. A lot of advisors are in between for him. He is even been in between. Over the weekend, they have him on the G7 quoted as saying that the question that was spoken to him was, do you have any regrets on the trade war of China? And he says, I always double think myself. So pretty much he's always an indecision, never knows which way to go. Essentially, he gets driven a lot by his advisors. He does have really good advisors. I can give you that.
Right.
We're going to see.
Think about it. Think about it like this, though, right? Regardless of what he would have said, people would have criticized him. If he would have said, yeah, I do regret it, people would have said, see, he was wrong. And then if he said, no, I don't regret it, people would say, you don't regret this huge mistake. And so, listen, I don't even like Trump. I'll put that out there. I dislike the dude. I don't like the guy. But to his credit, either way, they would have criticized him for it. You know what I mean? So,
but I think at least you want to see the president sticking to his own decision. And I think that's really what they wanted to see there is when you show indecision as a president, most of the time that's viewed as the media as weakness.
Right.
Not really a
100%.
strength. Because,
100%.
I mean, you're our leader. You got to make some kind of decision.
Right. You got to stand by what you say. Right, 100%.
Yeah, you got to be a man of your word. And that's what we're trying to see. It's just not there. We're trying to get truth. We're trying to focus. And so the real key here, guys, is going to be, how does China react? So let's focus on the market and see how China reacts. That's what's really, I see bullish sentiment today. I don't know about you, John, but my watch list is mainly green.
Yep. Everything is. I mean, I haven't really looked at the only thing that's down.
2 stocks that gap red. Everything else is green.
And most of the stocks on the gap down list are actually inverse ETFs, and so they're just down because the market's up. Um,
And so one of the focuses, let's get off the politicals here. Let's focus more on the SPY and what we're going to be looking for important numbers to show us which trend are we looking at today, guys. Are we looking at a bullish day? We're looking at a bearish day. And that's really the important part here, is going to be impacting those important levels. Let's look at the hourly chart on the SPY and look at the important levels that we crack down to see if we can get back to those levels. All right. So the bottom of the first crackdown to 290s 23s. So to me, 290 is going to be a very important pricing today. If we can get back to 290, we're still in that indecision area. And if we kind of reject off the resistance right here, 288.66, and make our way towards that 286, it'll be more of a bearish day. So that's what I'll be looking for, guys. Either a spike up to 290s or a breakdown of those 286s.
Yeah, it could be interesting either way. I think with the overall market, like Mitch said, we just got hammered on Friday. Just huge red day on Friday. Went all the way down, and I mean the funny thing is it looked bullish right up to this level. We were watching it on the stream on Friday, kind of, the market was going crazy. We'll put it that way, but huge drop. And so naturally, when we get a big drop like that, what usually happens the next day is we get a little bit of a redeeming bounce, right? But it's usually just off of emotion. I'm not saying it's necessarily going to hold up here. I think, if anything, we might get a little bounce at the open, and then we might get a flush back down. That's very likely, I think. But gonna look at the microchip stocks again today, AMD, MU. So those are fun. MDCO, super volatile stock, up. Bio stock, up on positive phase 3 results, I believe, for MDCO. And you can look at BYND. If you like trading Beyond Meat, this is one of those big movers lately. This one is gapping up substantially in pre-market as well. It's up from 146.80s to 154.80. So really solid gap up. CGC in the cannabis sector is up some. I'm going to watch CGC. Like I said, RKDA and Soli, my main watches. Those are actually tradable for us. And FSLY is tradable too, so that'll be fun to... We'll see what we get. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, it is tradable. Let me know what your main watch is today, guys. Let me leave in the chat what your main watch is. Should be fun. Oh, man. That update this morning had me stressed out, man. Try to get my computer started. It's like, do you want to update at midnight? It's like, yes, I want to update at midnight. And then it's like, okay, we'll update right in the morning then. What? What? Hey, appreciate all the subs today. I know we got a few people that subbed. Paul, Julie, Dev, Paul, MB, appreciate the subs today, guys. Welcome. Hit that. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream and attack the open every single weekday morning. And one thing I'm super proud about is that we're mostly profitable. Like last week, I had one losing day for $18, and I streamed it all live, showing you the strategies I'm using. And so I can't fake that if I wanted to. So remember, hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell next to the sub button, it's going to alert you every single time we go live. And so show your support, hit that sub button, click the bell next to it if you want to alert every time we do go live.
All right, guys. Another one I'll be watching is a bigger stock, PVH. PVH. This is Phillips Van Helsing Corporation, retail stock, guys. Brick and mortar. It does have some connections with some online company like Joffrey Bean, but it has Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Van Helsing, kind of more of a higher end retail that I'm seeing kind of struggling right now. Tommy Hilfiger, Gap, stuff like that. Definitely taking a struggle. There's actual reports coming out right now. There was one actually recent on CNBC on how all these stocks are kind of getting the lower end retail stocks, like let's say Urban, American Eagle, stuff like that, Abercrombie. They're all been getting hit on their earnings. The only ones that did well are the big names like Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. those companies have figured a way around the tariff scare, and they're not really getting hit right now because they have kind of uh, a bigger infrastructure to get around the tariffs. And these smaller companies are really taking the first kind of hit because of the way the economy is going. And so these are the ones I'm paying attention to, as they're probably going to show the first reactions of the tariffs versus the bigger stocks that can take more of the hit first and try to get through it. We saw Home Depot on low, very, very strong for earnings, and also Walmart. All right, guys. Some of the top movers I have. I'm gonna be watching Momo. Momo up there, 90 cents.
Oh man, yeah. So TRNX, it's moving some. Like I said, the ride share stocks are moving a little bit. They're up. I think they might just be following the market to a certain extent. But Uber and
Yeah,
Lyft are both up.
lift on a big time support here. Kind of the downward point of the IPO where it was here at 50. So big important price point for it.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Bike. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys. We do this every weekday. Should be a fun
Uber,
day today.
Uber also at the support, so we'll keep those watched to see if we get a flush down through support.
Like I said, today I gotta use 450 shares minimum. Minimum 450
Oh, I'm
shares.
stepping up myself. I'm getting up there. I'm gonna be trying to take up to 1,000 shares again.
Good luck, man. Hey, we can do this, bro. We can do this. Like I said, if I can stay as consistent as I've been the last 2 weeks with this bigger share size, I should be fine. Yesterday or last week, I took the leap and I did up my sizing to 400 shares, and I'm for the most part stayed within that. And it was a green week, luckily, but I didn't. I definitely was more emotional. I definitely sold too soon and exited my positions way too early. And so that's the biggest thing I need to work on is not only larger sizing, but I also need to focus on holding it to my proper reward target. Because if I sell too early, there's no point in scaling up because I'm going to be compensating for the added share size with holding it less. So it's like it's the same thing. I need to hold it to my reward target. That's the goal here. That's what I really want to focus on is actually holding it to my levels. And if I could do that, I'll be happy. But even if I could just scale up, that's what I'm interested in. Hey, Lewis, appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome, man. Appreciate the sub. Hey, appreciate it, Greg. Yeah, man. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, man. All right, guys. We got about 7 minutes. It should be fun. It should be a fun day. And I'm at the level now where it's like I built up enough cushion in this account to. I'm not super concerned with it either way, but I just gotta get rid of that emotional baggage from scaling up, which is a stressful thing for sure. We got real. But yeah, it should be fun. Main watch is RKDA, FFHL, AMD, MU, CGC. What else do we get? What else is popping off this morning? FBIO showing up on the scanners. Oh, FBIO. Look at FBIO move this morning, guys. Let's take a look at that one really quick. Look at FBIO. I don't think this one's tradable for me, but it's picking up some volume right now. Look at FBIO here, gapping up from 150s to 204. Very obvious pre-market high right here at around 220 or so, 221, 223. Should be an interesting move here. Got the whole dollar of 2 right there as well, the whole dollar of 2. So we'll see if it holds support there. So it should be a fun little trade for FBIO as well. Like I said, we got the rideshare stocks, LYFT and Uber. But yeah, we got some options. That's the biggest thing. Roku, SQ. Yeah, we got some options. RKDA is still my main watch, though. What's your main watch today, guys? What's your main watch? FBIO? Yeah, we could look at FFHL. FFHL just broke high, so it is. So we could look at FFHL news and what was the other one? And FBIO. I think FFHL probably is more likely to be getting pumped up. Not really seeing much for okay, so it reported second quarter EPS and sales results, which are up from last year for FFHL. And then for FBIO here, again, this one is looking pretty solid. It's at 202. We can take a look at FBIO here. So a lot of people are initiating coverage. I don't see anything beyond that. So if you know why FBIO is moving, let me know, because I can't really see why it's moving. All right, so let's go ahead and pull down these gap scanners and get the day ready here. I'm at $537, roughly $540 in profits in this account currently. So up a solid amount. All right, guys. Should be fun. Definitely a day that I won't take a trade on opening day. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one either. I didn't see any catalyst in Thinkorswim, at least for that one. All right, guys. So we got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Like I said, let me know what your main watch is. I'm going to keep an eye on FSLY. I think this is one that not that many people are watching, but if you look at it, it's kind of right in my price range. It's got some nice movement right now, and it's got some resistance above it to base my risk off of. And so if we get some washouts, there should be some solid areas to use as my risk if I'm shorting it. And if it pops up, we should have some solid support levels as well for FSLY. And so we'll see what happens with that one. And that's probably one of my more interesting ones. But again, we're going to be watching RKDA as well. I'm going to watch Solely too, actually. Solely should be fun. AVRO. No volume for AVRO. Very low liquidity, low volume, not too much action in pre-market. It's gapping up, but this gap up has no volume, and so it's not a viable gap up, I don't think, for me to trade, at least. Unfortunately, it's just not my style. It's not what I'm really interested in. All right, guys, we got 20 seconds. Let's do this. Here we go. Bell's coming up. We got 15 seconds. Here we go, guys. Here's the open. Let's do it. 4 seconds. Good luck, guys. All right, there's the bell. All right, so we got Lyft that's dropping some originally at the open, so I'm assuming Uber probably is as well. We got RKDA, which hasn't really moved too much. It's up a little bit. The overall market so far is down slightly. We got a drop in AMD, a drop in MU. Lyft is up. SQ down. We got a little bit of a drop in FBIO, but RKDA spiking right back here. It's up to right around $8, $7.99 here. But basically a doji, so we're just going to let it pick a direction. We got AMD and MU washing down some here. RKDA broke over the whole dollar for a split second. It's up to 802s now, 804s. So we'll see if it holds and continues pushing up for RKDA. Microchips are down. CGC is down. So cannabis is down. On the high of the day Momo, we got FFHL and FBIO. FBIO is actually down some. It's down to 189s. What about FFHL? FFHL spiked up to 730s, but it's testing the lows of the range now for FFHL. But RKDA, guys, up to 835. So RKDA is really starting to move here, and this one is tradable for us. So RKDA really popping up here. It's at 840s now. So a solid move so far. All right, we got the SPY reversing here, testing the highs, breaking the highs a little bit here. So the SPY just broke the highs. That should maybe make everything else move back up some. FSLY dropping some, so I might start to look for some fades if that one can pick up some volume. All right, CGC. I might look at CGC for a fade, but RKDA, nice spike here. Overall market moving back up. Whoa, look at this reversal here for RKDA. Moved all the way back down to test the lows here for it. For RKDA. Back down to the lows here. All right, so we got RKDA spiking back up to the $8 level. FSLY getting close to the VWAP here. So remember, I got to take at least 450 shares today. At least 450. We got the SPY up. AMD is down, so I might look at AMD for a fade. On the high of the day Momo scanner, we got MOGU. Maybe look at FBIO for a washout long too, or red to green move for FBIO. DMPI is interesting. SPY turning back here, looking weak. Testing lows here for the SPY. FFHL doesn't have, or FSLY doesn't have enough volume for me. I'm gonna look at AMD here. If we can get a solid risk level to base it off of, I might consider AMD. But right now, we're just a little choppy with the overall market. The SPY's moving up and down, kind of testing the highs and lows of the range. Oh, if you can't hear, you gotta, I mean, I don't think it's you. Nice, Rick. Hey, welcome, brother. Welcome in. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck. You got this. Yeah, sound should be fine, Raybo. So yeah, try refreshing it, brother. MDCO is looking pretty weak. MDCO, FFHL looking weak. CGCs. So here's the thing, guys. So right now you can see the very obvious range here. So like if we pull up the SPY, what we're seeing right now is a very obvious range here in between these highs and lows. So up here at 60, down here at roughly 287. So we're just getting a little bit of a range bound move. And so unless you're going to try to play off of this range, it's probably best to wait for the SPY to break out of this initial opening range that it formed in this first 5 minutes or so. So waiting for the SPY to break out of that range looks a little bit more interesting for me. Still going to look at AMD though, if it could pull back to the VWAP here. But right now the SPY is just consolidating. Maybe Roku for a fade. Looks interesting. ROKU. MDCO is right around the previous day's closing price. Maybe MU here too. MU doesn't look bad. Just about whether you want to play off the range or not. PBI. What's up, Trish? Good morning. PBI. I could look at PBI. I'm looking at MU though right now. And AMD. I'm going to jump in AMD with 150 shares here and look to scale into it. So I need another 200 if I'm going to get in right here. So I just, I added, so I'm in with 350 of AMD here. So I did jump in AMD with 350. Let me pull it up on this main chart here. Looking for a flush back down here. If we get a nice drop, it should be solid for me. 12. Let's see if we get a nice little drop down. CGC getting weak. Looking weak. Quick bounce back on AMD. All right, I just took half off there. A little bit more than half off. My nerves are super out there right now with this guy. So I took some off, so that should protect me some in this trade. But, my nerves are bad. I could consider adding it back for AMD. At this point, though, I just got to base it off of that 22 risk. We're going to see if it could flush down a little bit more and get weaker here. Maybe sold some of that too early, but I wanted to protect myself because I could feel my emotions are a little bit higher than they typically are. So we'll let this flush here, hopefully.
MU with a nice fade there. I was going to try to attack those 60s. Just never took the trade. Doesn't look too bad, though, for you in the tech. AMAT going down. MU going down.
The biggest issue is the wicks right now. We're getting some pressure on the bottom here. That's the biggest issue. So I should be okay still, I think. But we need a full breakdown to the whole $1.30 is what I want to see. And with these wicks, it's just not as favorable, I think, for me. We'll see. But you see these wicks indicate, you see these wicks right here, guys? These indicate buying pressure. So wick here, wick here. And so with some pressure, we want to see a flush back down. $12's 11. So we want to see a move down to the 30 level is what we want to see. I could probably hold the rest of this break even if I wanted to, or I could add my sizing right back up there. But like I said, I think I probably took profits a little bit too soon. Look at Roku. Roku's kind of setting up there. The good news is that, regardless, this isn't going to turn into a big losing trade. So at the very least, I protect myself in it some. But I used the 350 share size that I wanted to take. It's just about holding it for a little bit longer, I think is the next kind of step with this bigger size, which is what I talked about this morning. That was the issue that I'm really having, is holding it long enough to actually make a reasonable gain from it. There's 10s. So we're getting some consolidation. I'm just worried about a big pop up here. I got to get out of it if it gets up here, which it very well might.
Still looking good, at least with the other stocks.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm just going to keep this 22 level as my risk.
Was watching low there. Low looked interesting, but not enough range for me to attack. Best fade I've seen so far is CGC. Yeah. Gotta constantly watch these cannabis stocks. I see them fade all the time. There's no point in missing them.
Look at SQ. SQ's right up to the VWAP.
Yeah, it's up to that third resistance. Would want to see it try up here to 95s. Then I could risk off of 63.04.
There's 19s for AMD, 20s, getting close to my risk. Gonna let it play off at this level here. I could add some here too, but I don't mind that rejection. We'll just see if it actually holds. But the breakout could come here and it could get big, so that's the only issue I gotta watch it for. I do like that rejection. If we get another rejection, I'm definitely into this one. We'll just see if we get it. 17s, 18s, 19s. Let it test. About to get out. And we got an initial flush down, but it wasn't the big flush I really wanted. I can let it test here, but this is how you keep it relatively break even, guys. If it 21s, 20s. We want to see a rejection here. If we get a rejection here, it's beautiful, but it's so close to stopping me out that I just gotta have my hand over the cover button. I got out of it. Maybe got scared out a little too soon, but it is what it is. I'm not super stressed about it. Very small trade. I took the big size like I needed to, and with that squeeze up, you know, I probably just, look, there's the pop up to 27. So yeah, glad I got out of it. Kept it very break even. Oh yeah, my bad. Here. This should be a little bit better, actually. Let me do this. There we go. Now you should be able to see all of it. My bad. Like I said, go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game by far. Super customizable. Allow you to do a lot of different stuff. So if you want to check out the same scanners that Mitch and I use to find these big moving stocks every day, go check out Trade Ideas. And if you use promo code BT15 at checkout, you get 15% off. And so go check them out. But yeah, flush up. I mean, I got a little bit of a move for AMD, but again, all these wicks here indicate some type of pressure and indecision. And so I'll consider AMD, but it's gotta wash back down below the VWAP here.
Great call out, John. Should have listened to you on that square. Good call out, brother.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Yeah, don't stress it, bro. We're getting a lot of fades today, so we should have some opportunities too. And really, SQ kind of looks like a fake out fade now. So like, if it can get back up to 62.85, it might be solid.
Yeah, she's dead to me at least.
Yeah, don't stress it, man. Uber's right there.
Yeah, missing a lot of fades today. A little annoyed at myself.
Yeah, I think I got
Seeing
faked out.
nothing but fades everywhere.
I think I got faked out of AMD, but now if it can get a little bit lower, it could be a fake out fade. So that's what I'm looking at for AMD at least right now. It's like if it can get a little bit lower, I'll take it. But I really like AMD here actually. The hardest part for me is just using that 350 shares, and of course I'm gonna scale into it with that sizing sum. But
all right, taking a shot here in EMPH. Might get squeezed out instantly though. Got to hold to this 34.13 here. Let's get OBS up. You recording?
Yeah, I got mine recording.
Oh, wrong. Gotta put the display caption.
Yeah, I mean, AMD doesn't look bad. I'm just looking at it for a fake out fade. So, like, I want to see it down here to 30.10, maybe down here to 30.12, and then a bounce back up to 30.20. If it can do that, I'll consider it, especially if the SPY starts to get weak down here. I'm looking at the SPY too. All
right, guys, just took 400 off my trade there. Took $50 off there.
Oh, here, let me
on
throw
the
MPH.
MPH.
You in with the big size, bro?
I took 600 shares. I had to risk close to 15 cents. So took a little bit less just because it was the first trade and how the trade was set up. It wasn't a real VWAP fade, guys. This is kind of more of a setup that I saw above the VWAP fade. And if it was a fade, I think I would have taken full size, get to 1,000. But I took 600.
Don't stress it.
Just based on the risk.
Right. Do what you got to do, man. That's why, like, I want to scale up in sizing too, but it's like I'm gonna do what I need to do to protect my account and
It
make the
has to
right
be the
decisions.
setup. The
Right.
setup needs to be there. And this
Right.
is not really my bread and butter. This is more just me taking price action, seeing it reject off that 34.
Right. Yeah. See, AMD ended up squeezing back up there. It's way up there now. Uber. I should have taken Uber too, man. We're getting a lot of fades today. The big issue is like the problem with days like this is like when you get a lot of fades and you see a lot of fades, sometimes you start to take them right when they stop working, if that makes sense. So it's like you see a lot of fades, but after a while, everything's not going to fade. So you're going to get some fake outs eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's what I call the micro pattern and the macro pattern.
right,
Your stock could be in a micro pattern short, and that micro can find a macro level of support and really start getting it right back up.
right. I'm looking at Uber here, guys. Uber. I got you up, Mitch, right now, but looking at
Yep.
Uber.
Just want to see if we're going to get a rejection here. If we can get pulled back down below the VWAP, I can hit an add with these shares and try to tackle it down to the low of the day. But I need a third rejection here. And then it really just started to flip here on the 79, 33.79.
All right, I'm in Uber with 200 shares. The goal here is to scale into 400 shares. Um, Actually, no, I put 450, so I got to do at least 250 more, actually, if we can get up
Lowell
here.
taking a hit there. Macy's taking a hit. One of my best fades. Should have stuck two. I've been seeing this stock fade countless times. Is Kohl's, KSS. Beautiful fade on that one twice, three times actually. And then a good bear pattern breakdown there at 45, 50-cent breakdown.
All right, I'm in Uber here, guys, for the fake out fade. With 450 shares. Like I said, this is the share size I got to take. I don't know. I thought it was 350 originally, I guess, at the open. But this is a fake out fade. I'm risking it off of this 69 level, so my risk is only about 10 cents here. It's a very manageable risk. Like I said, this is the size I wanted to take, though. We'll see what happens. Either way, guys, I'm not going to be super upset. Gotta scale up sometime. My emotions might be all over the place when I do scale up like this, but it's what I gotta do. So I'm in with 450 shares on Uber here.
All right, I think the big thing for you is going to be the TVIX. TVIX breaking out there to 1973s. Let's see if the TVIX can hold and try to get into the 20s. I'm looking for another bounce to add here. I'm in a good position in EMPH. You can see this breaking down through the 70s, but needed to bounce again towards the 90s so that I can take a little bit more shares.
Yeah, for Uber, we might get some resistance here at 64.
Look at
65 too.
ACB, man. Oh, that's my kind of fade right there.
Yeah, so we're getting a squeeze up for Uber here. It's up to 64. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit more emotional than I typically am. There's a rejection back down, so that's good. Either way, I got to just tell myself, look, it's okay if I lose. It's kind of what you got to do when you scale up in size. It's okay if I lose. I got a huge cushion on my account. Either way, it's not going to be the end of the world no matter what. And there we go. As I say that, we got a little bit nicer move here.
It's just how it goes. I mean, one of the things of trading is really trying to get to the mindset of you're not here to win or lose. You're here to trade and trade your system, and regardless of whichever happens on the results, it shouldn't kind of get that emotional attachment for you. Just
Right.
focus on doing your trades. And if you keep doing that, you'll get back into the green, regardless if your first trade is red.
Right. Oh no, sure. I mean, I had a break even first trade. It was green technically, I guess, but I'm okay. Like I understand. It's like, look, losing days are gonna happen, and if it's the day that I scale up, it's the day that I scale up. But the biggest thing is like I just gotta focus on taking good trades, man. That's all I gotta do. And if we can get some solid action here for Uber, then I'll be okay. And if not, it's gonna be a $40 loss, $50 loss, which is very small. And if that's what it happens, that's what happens. I'm not going to be super concerned about it. Of course, I'd love it to break down. But the big thing here, regardless of whether I win or lose, is that I get comfortable enough with larger sizing. That's the biggest thing I need to do. So I'm in with 450 shares here because I know in the long run I'm profitable. You know what I mean? So as long as I can get used to bigger sizing, I'll be okay.
All right, guys, going to see EMPH test my resistance here. Test the trend line up here at 33.95s. Somewhere in there, I hope to add and hold to 34.
Yeah, SQ did follow through, man. Ugh, that hurts.
Don't stress that one. I mean, you're already stuck in the trade, and it's kind of hard to get an SQ after you're
Right,
already in the trade,
right,
especially SQ. SQ moves really fast, but you were dead on about the fade at least on there.
right. Trade
You
idea was
can't,
correct. Can't be
yeah, you
super
can't be
upset.
stressed, especially when you're in another trade. If you weren't in
Right,
any trade and you missed it, I could, that's kind of classic
right.
Mitch right there. I'd be
All
like,
right.
damn it.
I just took 250 shares off of Uber here, and so sold because we got around the $0.50. I sold right around 30 49 30 33.50. So not too shabby. I'm holding 200 shares now. See if we get a little bit better move. If we're gonna bounce right here, guys. And so if we're gonna bounce, this is where we're gonna do it. So what I gotta do is I gotta be patient, and now I just hold the rest break even. So I've already taken $22 in profit on the day. Um, Exited half of my position already, and like I said, if we're gonna get a bounce, it's gonna be right here. And so luckily, I was able to take profits at the right spot there. We'll see if we can get a follow through back down to these lows at 40.
All right, guys, I want to see if EMPH is going to hold 34s here and not break out through the 34s. If it does break out above 34, we're just going to get out. If it rejects, we're going to hammer on it. Here's 34s, 03s showing up. Let's see if they get filled.
Which one are you in? My bad.
EMPH.
Oh yeah, EMPH. Let me take a look. You said you're gonna add to that one?
As long as it rejects here.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense. All right, I'm going to take another half off here. And so only holding 100 shares left. Basically, again, when I'm scaling up, I'm noticing I'm selling way too soon. But I want to sell it into weakness. If I'm shorting, I want to sell it into weakness. And if I'm longing, I want to long into strength. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. In this way, I've banked over $30 on the day. No matter what, I'm going to hold the rest break even. And it's not going to be a losing trade. I'm at least going to be up over 30 bucks on the day. So going to move on to something else now. Now that I've basically taken most of the profits out of Uber here. We do have some wicks, which again, guys, if you remember what I said earlier, these wicks right here do mean some buying pressure. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bounce up, but that does show some pressure here for Uber. Got to learn to hold it a little bit longer, I think, but we'll give it that shot here to break.
All right, I'm going to give it a shot also right here. Let's see what happens. Took 200 shares more, still at 33.96. Just risking above this 34.03s. If I see them fill, I'll just step out.
MU getting closer to the VWAP here.
There you go. Three's getting filled. 08 showing up. The spread is trying to wick me out here. Yep. Spread ruining that trade right there. Out.
You kept it break even, brother. You traded it right, man. Don't stress it.
Yeah, it is what it is. Just what happens when you miss your strategy and then you go searching. You know, plenty of fades today. Missing too many of them. That's what happens.
Don't stress it, brother. All right, there's 43s, 44s. So we're going to see if we get a breakdown under these lows here. If we can get down to 40, I'll take it. I think we might get a bounce there. I'm going to get out of there. $46 gain on the day. Not too bad. But the big thing here, guys, is, again, I took the larger sizing. I took 450 shares in that one. That's the sizing I need to stick with. That's the sizing I have to take in these type of trades. And again, if you don't know what I'm doing with these, I'm essentially taking advantage of this range right here. This is the range I'm attacking. And so you can see I shorted around the top. And then I cover around the bottom of this range. And sure, if it breaks out and if it breaks below this range and I'm still holding some, that's great. But that's not actually the point of this type of trade. The point of this type of trade is just to take advantage of the range. And so I shorted at the top of this range, cover it at the bottom. That's all I'm doing here. So a solid $50 gain. We'll see what else we can get. MU is looking pretty solid here, looking nice up here at the VWAP level. Don't stress it, Rick. Hey, brother, losses happen, man. Don't, just kind of regroup. Best thing you can do if you take a loss is just kind of regroup and start to focus on risk and reward. That's the best thing you can do with it, man. All right, so we did get a bounce right where I exited, but I'm happy with that exit. I'm looking at MU here, guys. MU. I'll be right back, guys. My wife has my CBD, and so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm looking at MU. I think I'm gonna wait for some fake out fades. If I decide to get into anything else, it's gonna be some fake out fades. Is what I'm really gonna shoot for here. Don't want to take any unnecessary risks right now. Was able to get two trades today. You can see one of them was basically break even, and then the other one was a over $40 gain. And the big thing here again is not how much I make. It's just about that I'm actually taking the larger sizing, because once I get more and more used to taking bigger sizing, I'm going to be able to hold my profits longer and longer. But at first, when I'm using this bigger sizing, the big thing I need to focus on is just getting used to the larger sizing and the swings, and then I can focus on holding them a little bit longer. What's up, Elaine? So what's up, guys? What are you all watching today? I see ARCI popping up on my scanners here. ARCI. ARCI ripping up here. So we are getting a huge move for ARCI. It's up from 350 all the way to 6. It's at 6. It's at 596 now. So a massive, massive move for ARCI. Maybe I should have shorted MU like I wanted to. It was a really nice fade here. We could give it a tight risk too at like 60 or 55. But if you like penny stocks, ARCI is ripping here. MU is right around the VWAP still. I'm still kind of considering that one. In the overall market today, guys, the SPY is down, but the SPY is kind of fading a little bit. And you'll see the SPY fade like this sometimes. MU's right up there. I don't know if I like it after. So you can see, again, buying pressure here. Buying pressure. So you got to be a little bit careful when you get that much buying pressure for MU. RKDA, what's RKDA doing? I saw it rip this morning and then it reversed and then it came back. RKDA is just a little bit too choppy. It's not maintaining a trend yet. It's finding some support above the VWAP, but for now, I mean, it hasn't really put in a significant trend. It's just kind of crossed over and under the VWAP so far. Gonna look at MU. Like I said, if I'm gonna get into anything else, it's gonna be more so fake out fades if I do decide to get into anything. FFHL. Good trading, John. The more you trade 450 this week, you'll be comfortable by Friday. Yeah, for sure. The emotions go away quick. Yeah, it's just a process. Like I said, the big thing now, I mean, you might say, oh, well, you only made 45 bucks, 50 bucks on the day. But that's fine. Like, all I want today is, all I want this week is I want to get used to the larger sizing. Again, like, I'm been pretty accurate lately. Last week, I've only had one losing day in the last 6 days. And it's streamed all live. I stream it all live so you guys can kind of watch how I do that. But yeah, at this point, it's like, I just want to get used to the big sizing and, trade it right. I don't want to I don't want to sell so soon like I did now. Uber back up there, so it looks like I got out of Uber right at the right time because I got out at 42, and so I got out of Uber right here. Look how decent of an exit that was, and so I could consider adding back, but I got out right here of Uber. Shorted it right here and got out right there, so was able to ride that range down really nicely. TRNX MU. So yeah, at this point, I'm seeing some fake outs. I'm seeing some squeezes above the VWAP. I'm gonna look for some fake out fades. That's what I'm kind of focusing on now. But that's really what Uber was. So Uber was a fake out fade. So it squeezed above the VWAP here, pulled down, bounced into it. This is where I shorted, and then I covered it at the low. So. And remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. We day trade live every weekday morning. You know, we're not one of those YouTubers that, you know, there's two types of YouTubers in my mind. There's one of them that just posts scanners and then they say they're in stocks. They say they're in stocks, but they don't actually show you because they're probably not. And then there's the other type of YouTubers that don't stream at all, and then they just kind of post green day after green day, which you know they're losing in between there. And so Mitch and I just try to be the opposite. We try to be the anti-guru. We just try to show you guys what it's really like. And so we stream everything live. Can't fake it if we wanted to. And so if you appreciate that, you want to see what it's really like day trading the market, hit the subscribe button. If you click the bell, it's going to notify you every time we do go live. And so turn notifications on. Click the live button, or click the subscribe button. Show your support for us. Hey, don't stress it, Matt. As you build your strategy, man, you'll get a little bit better and better with riding it through, you know. Hey, appreciate the subscribe, Jim. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the sub. All right, so yeah, I'm looking at Uber, maybe for a fake out fade, maybe. MU's a little bit too high up in the range for a fake out fade, I think. FSLY was the other one that I was kind of talking about in pre-market today. We'll see what happens with that one too.
All right, guys, right here. Not taking what I call a recommended trade just because it's not one of our strategies, but shorting into the TVIX here off of $20. Seeing the kind of pullback on the SPY, seeing the support, going to take a shot here. 20 cents, 400 shares. Not the biggest share size, just taking a shot here.
Yeah, I'll throw you up. Hold on. There we go.
$20 is going to be our risk. If it comes up, tries to break the high, we'll get out. If not, we're going to short this to the VWAP. The real key is we want to see it get heavy right here towards the 1960s.
So we did get a
SPY bounce.
So we did get a move back underneath the VWAP for Uber, which is the one I shorted earlier. So Uber might be another fake out fade here. It just got squeezed back down to the bottom at 33.50. I don't mind it. Like I said, though, I got to take at least 450. So I think that's going to make me start to be a little bit more selective with my trading, which might not be a bad thing, really. And so
squeeze that right here, guys. Gets above these 90s, starts breaking out.
there goes Uber back down to the bottom at 33.50 level. Like I said, if it bounces up to 33.59, I may consider a short with the risk now off of that double top it had right here at 33.67 for Uber here. But we need to bounce back up to 60 or so. Yeah, the SPY might have some support at 286.50, which might help the TVIX go down.
We'll see what happens. That's why I stated really quickly, it's not a trade I recommend. RKDA squeezing out there, guys. Up there in the 860s now.
Yeah, RKDA looking strong. It's got some double tops there at 860. So I think that's the big level it's got to break. I don't know if Uber's gonna give me my entry. If it drops too much here, I'm just gonna give up with a fake out fade for that one. All right, so here's the SPY right at 286.50.
Just a big important price point.
Yeah, see if it bounces at that 50 level.
There's RKDA up there to the 870s and getting volume.
Yeah, there it goes. It broke 860. It's up to 863. We'll see if it holds support at 860 now. Yeah, Uber never gave me my entry, unfortunately.
Good Lord, look at M and KSS. I like those two.
Macy's is M, right? Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, if M can, I don't know enough about M to short it. I mean, I know it's Macy's, but
Fades often.
Yeah, I don't trade it that much, so I might stay away from it. Yeah, SPY's breaking down to 286.40s.
Yep. Probably gonna squeeze me right out of this TVIX. Yep. I'm out. Just not taking the right trades today, guys.
There goes Uber, man. Uber breaking lows here.
Yep. Just having horrible trade selection today.
All right, guys. Let's see what else we get today. John, what tools have you become more confident with using as it helped your performance? I mean, I use Trade Ideas, and I think Trade Ideas is super useful, especially if you're trading momentum. So Trade Ideas is definitely super beneficial. With me, like I'm one of those traders. I guess you would call us minimalist, to where it's like I don't use a ton of different indicators. Basically solely use the VWAP. I don't even use the moving average that much. I think the moving average has its uses, specifically with crossover scalps. But for me, I mostly just stick with the VWAP. And as you can see on my charts, I draw my own support and resistance, and I use the VWAP. And that alone has helped me to be profitable. And so we just got to... it's one of those things where I think too much is going to cloud up your screen. And so just one of those things where, it's subjective, it's preference, And with me, I definitely prefer to just kind of stick with just the VWAP. RKDA squeezing up though up to 870. So again, like I said, what we wanted to see with this one is we wanted to see it hold support, and so it broke over 860, pulled back down, held that level as support, and then now it's pushing back up. And that's typically what you want to see with parabolic moves. You want to see it hold previous big resistance or support levels, and then continue on its way up. Because if it breaks it without necessarily holding it as support, then it's not going to be support on the way back down. And so it could fall down much easier, basically, if you're looking to trade those momentum. Now, I usually, even with RKDA, it's almost solely a scalping style trade for me most of the time. But I think there's some interesting opportunities for this one. It just depends. So the SPY's tanking here. SPY just broke under lows. SPY's under lows. It's down to 286.15. Looking weak. Do I use leverage? Yeah, I mean this is basically leverage on my account. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, SPY's looking weak right now, guys. So we got the SPY washing. Um, ARCI was that other stock that was really moving today. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the SPY, we're testing lows here. CGC, if CGC could pull back to the VWAP, I'll consider it. It's got to pull back there, but I'll consider it. And MU, I mean, MU got pushed way back down. So MU might be interesting here. Yeah, I mean, it took me about 2 years to be consistently profitable. Probably, I mean, I think I've been profitable in gross profits for almost a year.
Short here in Momo.
Yeah, let me pull you up. I've been profitable in gross profits for about the last year. So I've just only recently started to scale up and actually turn a profit, turn a live profit. But it's one of those things where, most of the time, it's gonna take a while to actually be profitable overall. And it's one of those things where if you could have the perseverance to stick with it, then you have a better chance. But most people get frustrated and quit before they can actually have a chance at being profitable. So it's one of those things. Takes a little bit of time, but it's one of those things where I think advertising and trading kind of tells the wrong story. You look at trading advertising, it's like, do you want to make $1 million in 2 weeks? It's definitely possible. Buy my trading course, and that's just nonsense. It's going to take, for most people, it's going to take a year or two at least. And,
All right, guys, looking to take profit here. Let's
nice,
move
brother.
here.
Beautiful flush down for you, bro.
See if we can get this move to 68. If not, we'll just take it off 73s.
Right. I mean, and that's what happens most of the time. Is that they quit or they lose their account, and most of the time most of the time they lose their account and so they quit. And that I understand that, because if you watch my really old videos, you see me trading on SureTrader and a lot of different platforms and brokers, and I would just lose thousands when I first got started. I would lose thousands, and if you look at my old videos and then look at where I kind of what I came back to, like I took a long break in between there. I took like 8 months off because I just lost a few thousand and it was really disheartening. And so I kind of took a break, and then I came back a little bit later and I started to do much better. But the traders that can stick around even though they lose are the ones that typically end up being profitable. And you're gonna lose. Most people are going to lose when they first get started. Yeah, just don't, Jerome, the best thing that you can really do, like, to be successful is just take it slow. Use small size. Try to find a consistently profitable strategy with small sizing first. There you go. That looks good for you, Mitch. Let's see if we get that flush.
Yeah, I like RKDA also. Not going to trade too fast moving stocks here.
The best way I could describe it, Jerome, he says, why does it take so long when you put in the time? It takes so long because you have to test everything, and everything, it takes a little while. Not only it takes a little while with all the fluff out there in the trading world to actually find good strategies. And every strategy can be good, but you got to kind of find your own as a trader, to where you figure out what kind of strategies suit you, and then which ones are actually profitable on top of that. Because there's a lot of strategies that just aren't profitable, and then there's a lot of strategies that are profitable, but they might not be profitable for you and your personality. And so with most, you just got to find something that works. Like with Mitch and I, we found VWAP strategies to give us the best edge, and that's what we stuck with. And those have turned out to be ridiculously profitable in the long run. But when I first started trading, I would short low at the day breaks, I would long high at the day breaks, I would try, all these different strategies that just didn't work for me. And I think it takes a little while not only to build up your trading plan and the kind of conditioning to do the right thing, but also to but also to find the right strategy for your personality.
All right, guys, took most of the trade off already as it got to the low, the breakdown point, and I didn't want to try to go for the home run. Just wanted to take the base hit. There you go, guys. $205 already on Momo. We're gonna let the
Nice, man.
last little bit of the shares work and look for another trade.
Yeah, nice, man. Hey, killer trade, brother. Beautiful
Yeah,
trade.
not
Let me.
bad. Not bad. Just finally getting some quick profits into the lows. And that's really
Right,
what I was okay with. As long as I take the profits at the lows, I mean, that's trading the strategy.
right. Yeah, you did well, man. You did it. Good work. Beautiful flush though there for you.
Yep. Third rejection. Got in there as soon as it rejected off 33 and went for it. That's all you can do.
Yep.
All right.
How did you and Mitch meet and end up trading together? So Mitch was actually in the comments. You know, Mitch was Mitch was in the chat, guys.
I was one of you guys.
Right, he was one of y'all, and so but him and I became kind of trading buddies at first, and so we would review each other's trades, talk about strategies, build different strategies together, and then eventually we tried to do kind of some stuff away from YouTube, and now eventually it got to the point where now Mitch owns, he owns equity in beginner trading, so he's a partial owner as well
All
now.
right. Seeing CGC shoot up there, guys. CGC shooting. ACB shooting. Cron shooting. What's going on, guys? There's something going on here, guys.
In the cannabis sector.
Yeah, lots and lots of volume. We're talking every single stock just got 150,000 shares.
Let me look it up. Yeah, we got something going on in the cannabis sector, guys. Like Mitch is saying. So let's take it out. Let's check it out real quick.
Yeah, maybe these stocks are going to start ripping out, so I'm paying attention to them. That much momentum back to VWAP. I don't want to go ahead and short. Never short anything that you see an insane amount of momentum coming towards VWAP, because that could be a huge amount of like kind of a huge buyer that's there at 2460s, let's say for CGC, or the bottom here 1110s for Cron. That's where the volume came in here, guys, and you don't want to fight a big boy. If
Right.
a big boy took 100,000 shares there, that's not what your 3,000 shares shorting even won't even affect that 100,000 shares.
Right now, for cannabis sector, I'm seeing. So these are the stories for cannabis between the 19th and yesterday. So federal data shows marijuana use isn't increasing under legalization, but this isn't really recent. We got some news that's out, but I don't see anything really with CGC. So let me know if you know why the cannabis stocks are squeezing like this, guys. I don't really see anything. Let's see, TRLY. Yeah, I'm seeing top 10 stories of the week, but this is between the 19th and the 25th, so yesterday. So this isn't even today. ACB.
Yeah, to me, this is bigger time traders.
Yeah, something's happening. One of them is probably moving, and then the other one's up off of sympathy. CGC. Or we just haven't caught the news yet. The news just might not be showing up yet. What broker do you have, Jerome, that doesn't have VWAP? No, so Mitch and I have never met in person. We planned it out, but I've got kids and stuff, and so my life is hectic just like his is, and so yeah, we have it planned out. I'll meet him this year for sure. It just depends on when. I was gonna go to Vegas with him, but it's just too busy on my end. But yeah, I don't know what happened with CGC, man. Cron doing the same thing though.
Yeah, I don't want to even touch those. To me, when I see that much momentum, it's more just watch. Some
Yeah,
traders like to take that kind of trade. That's too stressful for me.
Yeah, I'm not messing
You
with that.
decide. Either I'm longing and I'm like, man, what if that was a short of 100,000 shares? Or I'm shorting and I'm thinking the same thing. What if that was a short of 100,000? What if
Right.
that was a long of 100,000 shares?
Right, man. I'm not toying with those right now for sure. I'm happy. I'm just focusing on scaling up, and so if I got to take 450 shares, it's not about to be on them right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That is
same
not
way
what I'm
I
trying to
feel.
do.
I'm sizing up here, guys. So I'm trying to work my way.
Right. I'm trying to ease into it. I'm not trying to take these right now for sure. Cron and CGC are.
I
too
got
much.
myself in the green today by being focused. That's all you got to do. We got to stay focused here.
Yeah, for sure. Fidelity should have VWAP. I don't know. They've got to have VWAP. You might. There might. I'm sure they have some other platform that has it.
Eh, Or it might be named something else. Sometimes brokers name things differently just because they're not allowed to name it the same or something like that.
Yeah, I use Thinkorswim for charting. My favorite charts in the game for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I,
So this is so
I
Scott.
think definitely Thinkorswim is by far the best, uh, for sure,
Yeah.
free platform out there.
Okay, so Scott dropping us. U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration says it will expand marijuana research permits. That's what's
Uh
going
oh.
on in the cannabis stock land. So,
Uh oh.
interesting here. So yeah, that's what's going on with it. I don't know if that catalyst is. I mean,
It's strong. It's
right?
strong
They
because anything with kind of law enforcement or what we call kind of monetary policy, anything with laws, is going to affect these stocks.
right,
What's going to happen is let's see the pickup, guys. Okay, so we broke out most of them above the VWAP, right? So you want to see the volume picking up at VWAP and then shooting towards that kind of high here. If you're seeing pickup volume, that shows people kind of doing what we call pullback buys.
right.
So I'm not really trying to trade this unless it breaks out of this pattern. If it breaks out of this pattern, that shows that down there, someone got in there big.
Right.
CGC pushing hard. That was the leader. So I'm watching CGC. That was the first one I saw spike. Then they all followed.
Yeah, ACB, Cron, CGC. What is it? APHA.
Mm-hmm. All of
They're
them.
all up. Yeah, they're all up.
Yeah.
TLRY. Yeah, TLRY, it looks the strongest though. TLRY actually broke highs of the day and squeezed
Nice.
up.
That's cool to know because
Yeah,
TLRY hasn't made a move back in a long time, guys.
right.
That's a big one for it.
So yeah,
I can say
TLRY.
that.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I'll be right back.
There you go. CGC to the highs. Yeah, I like TRY. If it comes back here to VWAP, guys, I'm going to long it. I don't want to long it up here at the top. I want to get it at the support, which is 2860s or 2840s. This pulls back big time to the VWAP. We could risk off of this 2820. Look for a VWAP bounce here. Still holding my 100 shares of Momo, guys. Going to put a stop order in that one just to make sure that I'm not going to lose money on that trade. I'll put a stop there at 90. But if not, I'm going to let the rest of that trade work here. Still got $26 in that trade, and if it breaks down through 32.50s, we can take another $40 here, $30 here, and I'll take that. All right, ACB coming to the support, looking good there. Want to see if TLRY can come back there, here to 2840s here. DKS up there at VWAP doesn't look too bad.
All right, I'm back. All right, so yeah, interesting day. Like I said, remember to hit that subscribe button, guys. If you want to watch us day trade live, we do this every single weekday morning. We trade live on stream, showing our wins and losses. Can't fake even anything, even if we wanted to, and we're profitable most of the time, breaking down the strategies we use. And so hit the subscribe button, click the bell if you want to turn on notifications. So if you want a notification every single time we go live, which like I said is every weekday morning, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. And also, guys, if anybody wants to use the same platform and broker that Mitch and I are using, go check out TradeNet. During the competition, they still have a sale going on. You can get the intro package for $350, which is super cheap. It comes with a funded account with a ton of different stuff. So like the intro package comes with $14,000 in buying power with the funded account program. There is a 70-30 profit split, and so you get 70% of your profits, they keep 30%. But there's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. As you can see, you can short a lot of these hard to borrow stocks. There is a $700 max loss, but if you think about it, you're paying $350 for this package, and so you're getting twice as much to lose. And so if you go under $13,300, they close you down. And it's very similar to a prop firm and how they work. It also comes with a trading course and a demo account, plus access to their chat room. So it comes with a trading course, demo account, access to their chat room, and the funded account. And I think that bundle makes tons of sense for new traders. It's one of the ways where they can spend less when they first get started, and I think it just makes sense. You know, regardless of how you feel about TradeNet, it's pretty favorable. Stuff for you with that, especially for new traders. And so I'll post this link if anybody wants to check them out.
All right, guys. Yeah, definitely check out that competition. I'm getting excited. That's one of the biggest reasons you guys see me sizing up. I'm trying to get used to at least 1,000 shares so that by the time I jump into the competition, I can double that sizing, take up to 2,000 shares, and really try to make the big gains. One of the fun parts is can I continuously execute my strategy as I size up? As you size up, you're going to see that you're not going to be able to execute your strategy to a key. Like John was talking earlier, he's been taking a little bit quicker profits because he knows that the pressure is on him. And this is what happens to everybody when they size up. The pressure starts being upon you more and more. And so you want to work your system to control your emotions so that you can go ahead and get yourself in that possible gain. And that's really what it is here, guys. It's always a game of probability. And as long as you can set yourself up, you can go ahead and size up in this competition and see if you could actually make those big gains that you're looking for in trading.
Right. I mean, I think the competition really, it's a great middle ground because trading is all about pressure, having that pressure on you and learning to deal with it while you're trading. And the competition is a good middle ground. It's not going to be the same pressure as like a live account where you're actually losing money, but you're going to have some pressure on you during the competition. And so it's a good way for new traders to just get used to trading under pressure. Again, it's completely free to enter, and the top 3 people in my team alone win packages. And so the top spot in my team alone wins a student package worth $2,700 to $3,000. The second and third place spots win intro packages, which are worth $350 during the sale. And then the top 20, I believe, in the total competition win packages as well. And so you really have nothing to lose, even if you dislike TradeNet. Completely free to apply to. It doesn't cost anything. And I'm trying to win this thing, guys. I'm trying to win this thing, and I think Mitch and I have a solid shot to win this thing. And so if you want to be on our team, if you want to be a part of the BT family on there, I'll post this link. Join our team. Again, it's completely free to apply to and enter. It's completely free to apply to and enter, guys. So join our team. I'll post a video here that kind of breaks down the different rules that I did. So I'll post my competition video here as well. So if you want a full breakdown on kind of the different rules for the competition, go check out this video I'm about to post. But it should be fun. It's called the World Series of Day Trading.
Yeah, definitely going to definitely be fun. One of the fun parts is we're going to be trading it every single day on stream, taking a kind of step back from our live accounts and trading the competition account. That way we can all go over the top stocks, all go over the stocks that are tradable, and really get ready for the market day and for the competition, guys. Who's going to win it? Who's going to take it?
I'm about to win that thing, man. I'm telling you. I'm been consistent lately. If I could maintain this consistently, the big thing, the hardest part of these competitions is figuring out what kind of share size to use. You don't want to go too big and just completely lose your account, but you also want to take a large enough swing to actually give yourself a shot at winning. And so that's the hardest part, is figuring out what kind of sizing to use. Appreciate the subs today, guys. Let's see. We got Wilson. We got Marianne. Appreciate the sub. Wilson. Moses. Thanks for the subscribes, guys. And like I said, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single weekday morning. We day trade live. Can't fake anything if you wanted to. And we're actually profitable. So hit that subscribe button if you want to join us and join the family here.
All right. One of the biggest things is I know you guys are kind of looking at my screen right now. I want to show you guys what I would be doing in this trade and looking at how can I approach this trade and get in here. I want to get in here at the VWAP for what we call a VWAP bounce play. The real key is, where's the risk? The risk in TLRY would be 28.20s. Okay, so I'm going to draw my green arrow there, and I'm going to also draw the risk, so that when the stock comes to that price, it's not time to think anymore. It's time to react and take a trade.
That's right.
I think that's the hardest thing for traders at first to get used to, is realizing that what we do is we create decisions and then we react when it gets to that point. It's not no longer we re-evaluate the decision. The decision gets made and you stick to that decision and trade that decision the best way.
That's right. Hey, appreciate the sub, Greg. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, guys. Appreciate all the support, for sure. I'm out of coffee. Oh, no. But yeah, guys, with trading, like, one of the most common questions we get here is, how long does it take to be profitable? And how do you actually turn the corner and be profitable? And there's not really any firm answer with that. There's different strategies. Mitch and I play short-based VWAP strategies most of the time. But it's all about giving yourself favorable risk-reward. You give yourself favorable risk-reward, even if you're only 50% accurate, you can still turn a profit with that. And so it's just about giving yourself solid enough risk and reward levels. Taking advantage of high accuracy setups as well can be super beneficial. And taking it slow. I think most new traders jump right in and they start to take, like 1,000 shares, 500, 1,000 shares. That's way too big for a new trader. A new trader should be taking 50 shares, 100 shares. And they also should understand that they're most likely going to lose their first few accounts. It's almost certain. I'm not going to say it's impossible. There are outliers that do it. But I don't care what the gurus say. I don't care if you got the best day trading course in the world. I don't care if you've got the most favorable broker in the world. You're still probably going to lose your first account. That's just kind of how it goes.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Right. It is what it is. And I'm not saying all the gurus don't have value. Like, I like Warrior Trading. I think Warrior Trading teaches legit stuff. Completely different style of trading than me. But I like Warrior Trading for the most part. I'm just saying that most people are not, don't get your hopes up. Like Mitch says, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't plan to pay your mortgage and pay your bills next month with trading if you just started. Because that is extremely unlikely. And that's just going to make you have too much pressure on you to actually succeed.
So all right, John. One that I'm watching, it'd be for a VWAP, your fake out. I'm watching KSS. See what you think about that. I know you don't trade this stock often, but just see if that's kind of more the pattern right there.
Yeah, I didn't say 50% probability. I said you can, if you give yourself good risk reward, even if you're only 50% accurate, you can still be profitable, is what I said. I'm not saying jump into a trade with only 50% accuracy. Which one, KSS?
Yep.
See, I don't like it. It's not my style. VWAP's too low. VWAP's at 45.01. A lot of support at 45. It's just not my style.
Yeah. I would like to see a rejection there in the 45.30s. So now it's holding above that. So now it looks more bullish to me.
Right. Yeah, no, it looks strong.
Market holding these 286s really well on the 15-minute, guys. Be careful for sudden surges up. I could see it surging up there. So really paying attention there to see how that 286 plays out on the 15-minute. On the hourly, which still red, but the green has showing kind of that U-looking pattern. Whenever you see reversals, you see kind of a U shape at that 286. So that 286 very important right now. Are we going to flip and just break through that? Or are we going to hold that 286, collect volume there, and try to make a move to the resistance, which is up here at 287.70? I've been trying to get in TLRY, but the spread is just too wide for me, guys. And that's my
Honestly,
problem with TLRY.
I don't really mind CGC here. You can see CGC put in a fake out fade. Like, that's what this is a fake out fade. You can see it. It put in the obvious self-evident high up there. It got rejected, came all the way back down to 2480s, and then it bounced all the way back up to the VWAP. Shorting into that VWAP is extremely profitable. Too late for it, though, so not going to toy with it, but it looked good. I'm not super upset. I think the cannabis stocks were a little bit too volatile for me. Somebody said, who's the worst guru out there? I'm not going to name any names on the bad ones. I'm not going to name any names on the bad ones, guys. All I could say, and I'm trying to be anti-drama. I'm not trying to go to war with anybody. I'm really not. But I'll say this. I'll say that some gurus are selling people $1,000 DVDs that are over 5 years old. That are over 5 years old for $1,000 a DVD. That is ridiculous. The market changes, strategies change so much in 5 years that is just ridiculous. And I'm not going to say who. Honestly, it's not even one person. A lot of people are doing that, and it is what it is. You know,
John, I thought you were gonna buy me a DVD.
Yeah, man. maybe as a birthday present, bro. But no, you know, it's not just one person, though. It's not just one person. And I'll say this. Most information in the market is available. Like, most strategies, most courses, most classes, most of that information is available for free on YouTube. Most of it is already. And so it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean?
All right, guys, getting close to taking a trade here in TLRY.
Yeah, I'll throw you back up. Yeah, and listen, I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anybody. I'm just trying to say that there's some people that are extremely fake, and they're ripping people off. Is what it is. I'm happy with my $45, $46 gain. I mean, listen, if you watch the stream, even if I'm trading small, if you watch the stream, I have streamed every single day for the last 6 trading days, and at the end of the stream, I've only ended red one time in 6 trading days. All live. Can't fake it. All live. And so I know what I'm talking about, you know. Like, I'm accurate enough. Like, 1 out of 6 days in the past 6 trading days have been a losing day. The other 5 have all been green. I'm 5-1. Streamed all live. And so, it is what it is.
All right, giving this a second here, guys. I see 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. I'm going to push. I wanted to push a little bit closer towards 28.20 so I could take this trade long.
I don't like calling myself a guru. I think gurus sell, and I don't sell. I give away for free. Mitch and I give away for free. That's what we do.
Yeah, we trade.
Right. We might teach you along the way, but we give everything away for free, and we just live stream all trades. We just let people watch what it's really like, you know?
All right, trying to see a dip in the ask here for TLRY so that I can take a trade here. If I don't see a dip, I'm not going to go ahead and jump in here on the top of the ask. The spread right now is 6 cents. There's no reason to jump on the 6-cent spread because you're going to be 6 cents down immediately, right out of the gate. That's not a good feeling to feel. You're going to have to open up the risk so that you can take a trade like that. And I'm okay with maybe taking smaller share size, but I need to go ahead and get in at the right entry here. I think that's when the spread will tighten down to 35, and I can risk 15 cents off the 20.
Yeah, MU is looking okay too. MU looks solid. Hey, appreciate the sub, Ramsey. Welcome, appreciate it.
Big spike in Momo, guys. Good thing I'm out of that one. KSS looking strong. The real key, I think, is that SPY. Are we going to hold 286?
Yeah, I'm an anti-guru. That's right. And like I said, eventually the gurus are going to get mad at us. I mean, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the smarter traders will realize, hey, I can learn all this for free.
Right. And listen, I'm not saying the gurus have bad content. Some of them have really good content. You know, like, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm not saying it's all relative to if it's worth it for you or not. And that's what it is. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is like they can't say I'm a bad trader because I stream it all live and I'm definitely profitable more than I'm not. They can't say that I'm ripping people off because I give everything away. Mitch and I give away everything for free, and so it's like
Yep.
I don't think they have they don't have anywhere to stand with that. I think that they kind of know. And I think the next thing that we're going to see is we're going to see a lot of gurus start to teach people our strategies too. They're going to start to teach people our strategies. The difference is they're going to try to charge people for it. You know,
Yeah.
I also think that Mitch and I have put out enough content on the VWAP fades and stuff like that to where if they do try to sell it to people, it's people are going to realize like, hey, there's a lot better free information out there.
Yeah, just do your research, guys. Always do your research on what you're going to buy. See if you can find it for free. Like always, a lot of the times you're going to find people are charging just because they organize something for you.
Right. You can find it for free. It's just about whether you want to take the time to do it.
All right, DWT, UWT breaking out there. The oil ETFs that I watch are pushing. Not going to really trade those because I'm focusing right here on TLRY, but those are definitely pushing there.
Yeah, AMD is at the VWAP. It's more of a VWAP bounce, but I don't like it because it's too parallel. And so the VWAP is too flat, basically. So I'm not saying it could very easily bounce here. I just don't like it because of how parallel the VWAP is. It could easily bounce, but not really my style of pattern.
All right, guys, going to take a shot here. It's only 300 shares, so I'm all right with taking this trade. Just got to take it with smaller share size. This is not a trade that I want to go ahead and go full share size in just because the amount of risk. You always got to know your risk with your share size amount. So I'm not trying to risk here more than $100 on any one trade.
Yeah, I use level 2 for entries and basically to analyze the spread to see if it's like a reasonable level or not. I think the time and sales have a little bit more value just because the level 2 is extremely manipulated in the U.S. markets. The level 2's fake orders, it's just kind of nonsense to a certain extent for level 2. Now the time and sales is actually filled orders, and so it's a little bit harder to fake. And so I think the time and sales is a little bit more valuable. Level 2 has its uses, but like I said, I use it almost solely just to analyze the spread, figure out what entry, where the bid and ask is at. That's what I use the level 2 for.
All right, guys, have my entry in there, have the trade set, have the complete plan, and now just got to just take the trade, stick to the trade, and can't worry about results here. You can only worry about execution.
Trish is asking what is a fake out fade. I'm gonna post a video right now that'll break down exactly what it is. That's the fake out fade video. So if you watch that, it breaks down the strategy.
All right, TVIX. Let's see the TVIX break 20 here. SPY pushing back. Remember that 286 pricing. That's the main key. I'm looking at the SPY.
Yeah, honestly, I'm probably gonna hang it up for the day. I've had one break even trade where I was up $5 and then another over $40 gain. So I'm up around $50. I'll take it. Use the larger share size. I have to give myself that rule where I have to use at least 450 shares, and so I did it. I took my profits and probably just gonna hang it up for the day.
Can't blame you, John. Seeing more indecision at this moment than full trend. So
Right. Do I look up news on a stock before trading it? No. Sometimes I do, but I'm more of a technical trader, so I'm mostly trading it off of technical analysis, specifically the VWAP and the low of the day. But but that's what I'm doing right now. Mostly, sometimes I'll look up the catalyst, like especially if it's a parabolic mover or something of that sorts. But for just a typical short, no. The catalyst isn't, or the fundamental reason, or the catalyst isn't a huge reason for me to get in. I usually look at it to determine whether I need to get out if it has some type of catalyst. So Emilio, so with TEFs, the commissions are pretty cheap. Like if I use 500 shares, my commission is like $6 for a round trip, and so I'm still netting most of these gains. Commissions are super cheap on TEFs and TradeNet, and that's one of the benefits for them. Like especially if you use 300 shares or less, then that way commissions are much less as well. So it's like if you use small size, commissions are very favorable. And you can take small size and still make money. At this point, like I said earlier, at this point, I'm scaling up in size to 450, but I'm definitely selling way too soon. And so my gains are much smaller. And right now, it doesn't really matter how much I make. I'm in the process of scaling up in size, and I'm going to have some more obvious emotion while I'm in the trades, and so a lot of the times I'm going to get out of them quicker, but it's just about conditioning myself to take this larger size. And if I have some tiny gains on the way, the big thing is that I'm actually taking the larger size. That's what I'm actually focusing on now. It's just taking that larger size regardless of whether I win or lose, regardless of how big my wins or losses are. I'm just focusing on scaling up in size and getting to that larger size level that I need to be. And if I could do that, I'm happy regardless of what my win or loss is on that specific day. It's just a process.
all right, let's see what happens here, guys. See if we get a bounce here.
But yeah, if anybody wants to use the same platform I'm using, during the competition sale, they do have a sale for their packages. So like you can get the intro package for $350. The funded account comes with 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. Like I said, commissions are pretty cheap if you use small sizing. There is a profit split of 70-30, and there is a max loss of 700, but that's even twice as big as what you're paying for it during the sale. So you're paying 350, max loss is 700. If you go under 13,300, they close you down. But the crazy thing is it comes with a trading course, demo account to trade with for a few weeks, and access to their chat room. So for $350, that's a pretty solid deal for new traders. Some paper trading platforms are going to cost the same for 2 months that an intro package is going to cost. And so I think it's favorable for new traders. It's a really good way for them to get started for cheap. If I'm being honest, I think most new traders are probably going to lose their account as well. I think most new traders are just going to lose, regardless of what platform they go with. But I think this is just a much cheaper way. Instead of a new trader depositing thousands into a regular broker and then losing that, this way they're kind of eliminating some of that risk, and I think it just makes sense. And so, yeah, if you want to check that out, great way to help support the channel. If you sign up through us, we do get a kickback. But again, we put everything out there for free. We live stream for free. And so if you want to help support us, it's another great way as well. And so there's the link in the chat.
All right, guys, regardless of the way this trade goes, at least I can look back and say risk to reward was there. And that's what you always want to be in, is the best risk to reward spot. And that's how we get ourselves in the green.
That's right.
If you don't control that risk and you don't go after that reward that you need, what's going to end up happening is you'll cut yourself short on the profits and you'll let the losers run.
Yep. TRNX popping up. Yeah, TRNX pulled a red to green. Interesting level here. Interesting move for TRNX.
Would love to see a triple bottom here and then coming back to 2840s. We got the SPY moving up to the VWAP there. Held those 286s.
And like I said, remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single weekday morning. We show you guys everything, regardless of whether we win or lose. We just try to be the real people out here. Like I said, they got a lot of other YouTubers that say, yeah, I'm in a trade, but they don't actually show you their P&L or their executing broker. Others just post videos saying green day after green day, but you know they're probably hiding their losses as well. Mitch and I try to be the real people out here that actually show you what it's really like. And so we live stream every single weekday morning, showing you all of our P&L and everything like that, because that's what new traders need to see. They need to see what it's really like, not some fantasy version of it. And so hit that subscribe button if you appreciate what we're doing here. If you click the bell, you're going to get notified every time we do go live. And so hit the subscribe, click the bell if you want to help support us, guys. We definitely appreciate any support we can get. We got a ton of subs today, and so we definitely appreciate it.
And definitely, guys, if you haven't already, join our Discord. Our Discord is really where you can connect with us 24 hours a day. You know, we have this chat room open for about 2 or 3 hours, but what we really like is having our Discord and having the ability for you guys to go ahead and reach out to us and other traders. One of the things I really like is our chat room is really starting to develop to the point where we're helping each other out and talking about stocks. Because in the end, that's really what this channel was built on. It was built on to help beginner traders, help each other out, understand the basics, understand the skills that are needed to become a day trader.
That's right. Yeah, goal of the Discord is just to make a free day trading chat where you can contact us every day after the stream ends if you want to talk to us about stocks and stuff. So yeah, there's the link. Nah, Mitch is up right now.
Yeah, I'm up 100.
Well, no, I'm saying Mitch's screen is up. Somebody asked if you had a Discord.
Trying to see if we're going to get this bounce back in TLRY. If we do get kind of a good volume to come in here, I did see some shares go in there at 2820s, 3,000 shares. Want to see it come back to 2840s. That's going to show strength. And then we could look to kind of tackle this down here. Another thing to look at is, you know, my trade fails. Doesn't mean that all of them are going to fail, but CGC definitely is hanging below the VWAP. We got TLRY below the VWAP. Same thing for Cron. They're all looking kind of the same.
Remember, guys, join our team for the World Series of Trading as well. Completely free to apply to. And so, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really see any downside if you want to join our team for the World Series of day trading. It's completely free to apply to, and at the very least, you're going to get a demo account for 6 days. The competition starts next month. It's going to go for 6 trading days, and during that time, the top traders in my team alone win packages. So the top 3 win packages. The main one winning a student package worth $3,000 and the other 2 winning intro packages, and it's completely free. And then the top 20 in the whole competition alone win packages as well. And so join our team. Let's win this thing, guys. I'm super excited about it. We still have a decent amount of time until the competition starts next month, but there's the links in the chat if you want to join our team, guys. All right, hold on. What?
The gym?
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
No.
Yeah, you want to see a breakdown of the competition? I'll post this link here as well. It kind of breaks down the different rules. Should be fun. From what I'm seeing, let me see. If you go to the site, you'll see the teams.
All right, guys, going to sell out here. There he goes. Too much in the wrist there, guys. Gonna have a break-even day. Set myself up there for the VWAP bounce. Didn't get it. Cut the loss. You can't let the loss get too big. Don't want to get to the point where this can break 28. It should have curled right around here in this area, and we didn't get the curl. We step out, and it's not too bad of a day. Break-even day. I'll go ahead and I'll take that.
Yeah, don't stress it, man. You gave yourself a shot. That's all you can do, man.
Yeah, my trading selection today wasn't the best. I definitely had a lot more VWAP fades that I could have attacked. And that's why it's important, guys. Attack your strategy that works, your bread and butter. Figure what that is for you and how you can always kind of stick towards that versus getting off of that strategy.
Right. Yeah. That's how you do it, man. So don't stress it, brother. Not a bad day for you, man. Good risk reward. That's the big key here.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, guys, so go check out Trade Ideas, best scanners in the game by far. We're gonna go ahead and close it down. Break even day for Mitch. I'm up $46, but the big thing is that I used the big sizing that I needed to. We'll see if I can get a little bit better at it tomorrow. Still a little disappointed in how quickly I sold for some of this, but it is what it is. If you want to use the best scanners in the game, go check out Trade Ideas. Super customizable dynamic scanners allow you to do a lot of different stuff. If you use promo code BT15 at checkout, you can get them for 15% off. Another great way to help support our channel. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Have a good day. Hit that subscribe button if you want to show your support. Click the bell if you want notifications every time we do go live. And so yeah, we try to be the realest people out here, win or lose. So hit that subscribe button. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.